And this coming June, you will release a book, and it has an interesting title. You Let Some Girl Beat You. This is gonna be our featured book for the months of June and July. We'll have it up on the website, and we'll also have on the website how people can get an advance order in for this. Tell us a little bit about the book and how you came about putting the story together.
Well, I was always pretty resistant, especially after the Pacer tryout. You know, people said you're doing this for a publicity stunt, and I was adamant about not doing a story or writing a book. And of course, now I wish I had, because I can't remember anything.
Yeah.
But I think with all the things that have happened in my life, and people keep asking and asking George, and so about 5 years ago, I started thinking about doing it, and a couple years ago, got together with a friend of mine, and she and I kind of helped write it together. And you know, not everything is in there, but I think the important things as far as my family and UCLA days and the Olympics, certainly Don, talking about Don and my family and the children, and the broadcasting, and the Phoenix Mercury. And I feel so lucky to be where I am today, and the things that have happened. And who would have thought that it would have coincided with the anniversary of Title IX, which I think is really important. But it's a book about hope. It's a book about you can accomplish anything you want to, even when things don't turn out the way you want them to. And you're always going to have naysayers. You're going to say that you can't do it because of this, or you're a girl.
In this day and age.
Yeah. And it still is. And 40 years later, I mean, we're still talking about different things. And so I hope it's a book that will help a lot of people to say, you know, no matter what your adversity is, you just got to keep going.
Well, I'm certainly looking forward to starting to read it. And let me ask you this. Is there anything that you haven't achieved that you wish you can achieve?
You know, again, for me, I do have goals, but I've never set goals where I think the one thing was always the dream to go to the Olympics. I just knew that I was going to get a college education. I didn't know it was going to be UCLA. I didn't know that I would do the broadcasting. I didn't know that I would work for an NBA team like the Phoenix Suns and Mercury and the WNBA team. I didn't know, you know, I don't know things that are going to happen. I want to be a good parent. I want to be a better mother to my children. I want to be there for them. I want to see their successes and failures and be that support system that my mom and dad were for us. You know, I want to stay involved in the game. I want to continue to give back, and I enjoy the broadcasting. If I can continue to broadcast, that'll be great. As a matter of fact, I will be working for NBC on the London Olympics.
So you and I have a chance to hang out.
That'll be great. I'll look forward to that. But, you know, as far as, I know that I'm still a young person, but I'd like to kind of get back in shape and get my golf game back together again, you know. And that I've always enjoyed playing golf, and Don got me into that. And so I'd like to get back to playing a little bit better.
If there was one thing about the women's game at the high school, collegiate, or pro level that you could change, what would it be?
Well, for me, I'm not a big fan of the AAU days of how it is today.
Yes.
And I think we've lost sight of the camaraderie of a high school team, and also the pros, and certainly on the pros. And, you know, the women's side is starting to talk about it, about leaving school early. There's nothing like an education. But it's easy for me to say that, but it's so tempting for these young men when you've got a salary that's being thrown in their faces to go play basketball. And, you know, I look back that college is such a wonderful time. You know, take sports away, take, you know, the money. It's such a wonderful time to be around people your own age, and, you know, going to class, and whether you are playing sports, and the parties, and just, you know, your life and how you grow and mature as a young person. And I think it's unfortunate that we don't have the freshman rule. That'll never come back, but I think the freshman rule would be great.
Even on the freshman being ineligible, yes.
Right. So then the pressures of playing varsity, I mean, you know, to be on a freshman team, and you adjust to socially, academically, I mean, it just, you don't have the pressures of the expectations of coming into a program and changing it around. I mean, Lou Alcindor had that opportunity. Bill Walton had that opportunity. And, you know, it just, you adapt a little bit better, you mature a little bit more. But, you know, I mean, the money is so big out there for these guys. But I think the media is so hard, George, in the sense that you play 4 or 5 years, then you're out of the game. What do? People say, oh, they're making so much money. But you don't. When you're 27 years old, 30 years old, you've got to get up out of the bed and do something. So hopefully they're able to find something to be able to share with others.
Let's conclude with this question. When, it'll be in many years from now, but when they close the curtain on your life, how does Andy want to be remembered? How do you want to be remembered?
You know what? Even if I'm remembered, that'll be a plus.
Oh, there's no question about you being remembered.
But honestly, I just, as Jackie Robinson said, if you can make a difference in the life of another, that's what your life is made for.
Well, you certainly have made a positive difference in the lives of many people, athletes, teachers, coaches, and you have been a dear friend. Sometimes I wish we had more time and we spent more time.
We'll hang out in London.
Right. No, but after researching for this interview, I just blown away and envious of the life that you've led. But I want to congratulate you on all the things you've done, and thank you for doing this.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.